touchdown of the night, and he's just going to run a straight little fly route down that far sideline, and he's going to hit him on a 43-yard touchdown pass with 10:39 to go in the first.
Yeah, Russell, and that was really the story coming into this matchup was how was Rutland's secondary going to be able to combat this passing offense from Westside. That's been the Seminoles' calling card all season is their quarterback Victor Dixon and their wideouts Jalen Kennedy and number 7 Jalen Parker. They've been able to stretch the ball downfield pretty much all season. So again, that was the question mark. Was this Rutland secondary going to be able to contain them?
All right, the extra point is up and good. We'll take a timeout quick. We'll come back after this message. 7-0, Noles on the board to open the kickoff. We'll be back.
Definitely.
Anyone can deliver pizza. Only Marco's can deliver America's most loved pizza. Hot and fresh and right to your door. Dough made from scratch every day. Sauce from the original Gianmarco recipe. And authentic toppings like crispy Old World pepperoni. That's Italian quality pizza. And it makes the moment primo. Every day at Marco's, get 2 medium, 1-topping pizzas for just $6.99 each. Hello to the Italian way. Hello, primo.
I am Lester Miller.
I'm in Barden, but
welcome back. Russell Leese and Marco Quinn at the Ed DeForest Stadium here tonight. Westside has driven the opening kickoff from their 45-yard line for a touchdown, and it was a 43-yard touchdown pass from Victor Dixon Jr. to Jalen Barton, the Pittsburgh commit, on the first touchdown of the night. And, Mark, we knew Westside was going to throw the football. I talk to Spoons every week. I know you've talked to him regularly. Mm-hmm. He's like Mike Chastain over in Jones County with Hunter Koslow. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm expecting my quarterback to do those 275, 325 every week if he does what he's supposed to do.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. They're going to put the ball in the air often, every game, because they know what they have in Victor Dixon and that wideout Jalen Barden that just caught the touchdown pass, just blew the top off of that Rutland defense and showed us why he's a D1 commit.
So Rutland is going to take a timeout, and we'll take one with them. Timeout, 30 seconds, 10:31 to go in the first. Noles lead at 7-0. We'll be right back.
I am Lester Miller, and if you've been in an accident or hurt on the job, I want to work for you. My office is right across the street from the Bibb County Courthouse, and it doesn't end there. Middle Georgia is my home. I graduated from high school here, college, and Mercer Law School. My family goes to church here. My kids go to school here. I work hard for my community, and when you need an attorney, I will personally take your call.
Thanks, Lester.
And I will work hard for you, too.
Contact Lester Miller today for your free consultation.
Welcome back from the timeout. Rutland first possession. They're going to throw it long. Got a man down this sideline, and he's going to use an almost back there, and that was Jalen Kennedy. I think, no, take that back. We'll see who it was when they turn our way. Yeah, that was Jalen Kennedy back, Kennedy back deep for the Seminoles, and he was going to Jamarco Hughes. At quarterback is Tristan Thompson. At halfback will be Jesse Phelps Jr. They'll split Jamarco Hughes some in that backfield. The other H-back, it may be Joseph Kretzer in there, and let's check and see in here in just a minute. We'll get the other number of the man in the backfield there.
Yeah, Russell, the deflection by Kennedy for the Noles, and it looked like he might have got away with a slight interference on that, but not a bad thrown ball by Tristan. Looked pretty good coming out, and I think he put just enough on it. But Kennedy was able to get a hand in there. Like I said, might have got away with some bumping there while the ball was in the air. But nonetheless, good play by the Seminoles cornerback.
Emmanuel Hicks will go to one side. Otto Foreman, Christian Gold will be down here. Made that Jamarco Hughes. Going to throw out here, and he had a man in the flat, and he was going for Otto Foreman, and it falls incomplete.
Yeah, number 23, Keshawn Rivers, the senior for the Noles on the coverage there, bringing it to 4th down. And Russell, Rutland, they're going to have to get this running game going. They're gonna really have to involve Jesse Phelps, get him going. He's been able to do some good things this year. So they're going to have to get a push up front and get him going to open up that passing game if they're going to have any kind of success against the Noles tonight.
So back deep will be Jalen Barton, and I would suggest kicking it away from him if you could. And it's going to be a high kick, and it's going to turn over, and Barton's going to take it on the 39-yard line. One man will miss him. He'll come back and take him down, though. Good tackle on the play that time, marked by number 14 for the Hurricanes, and that was Jamarian Marshall. He missed him on the initial pursuit and came back and got him. And that's the kind of effort a coach is looking for when he's trying to rebuild a football program.
Absolutely a relentless effort right there on that kick coverage. Got back up and was able to make the stop. And the way he came over with his arm, he probably could have had a chance at raking that ball out, but good ball security by Jalen right there. But like you said, great effort just to keep pursuing that ball carrier. And you're right, that's something that I bet Coach Easom's really happy about right now.
So first down and 10. Ball will be along the 41-yard line of the Noles, and Victor Dixon Jr. will be in a shotgun formation. Van Sean Johnson is lone setback. A little bit of high snap pressure is going to come. He's going to throw a fly route to Jalen Barton, and he almost had his second touchdown of the night if he had let him on the play. But he did have a little outside pressure coming from the linebacker on that far side.
Yeah, Russell, and if they're going to try to counter this passing attack, it's going to be with the pass rush, because the pass coverage, I mean, when you have receivers like Barton that's fast, I mean, it's just going to be hard to keep them contained. He's going to go over the top when he wants to pretty much, so they're going to have to generate that pass rush.
Marquise Thomas down to this near side. Going to take and going to give this time to Johnson, and Johnson's got on the corner and got blocking. He'll cross the midfield stripe into the Hurricanes territory, and he'll go from his 41 to their 41, and we'll call that a 18-yard pickup.
Yeah, finally pushed out by number 19, Kelman Buford, the Canes defensive back, but yet again a good pickup attacking that outside. They're able to get a lot of space and generate a lot of success with those outside runs early.
Victor Dixon Jr. going to throw it in the flat out to Thomas. Thomas has got it, room to run. Breaks to the second level. One man's going to have to drag him down along the 14-yard line. They'll give him the 15, and here comes a late flag. And you're going to have to listen to the referee here as he'll announce it. And we'll await the call. Horse collar.
Yeah, and that's just not the kind of thing you want to happen. A lot of things not going your way early if you're the Canes, and you don't want a penalty like that to make it even easier for the Noles. But yet again, just attacking it outside.
Victor Dixon Jr. going to give it to Van Sean Johnson. And he'll take it from the 7.5, break the plane of the 5, and roll into the 4. And it'll make it second down and go. They'll mark him at the 3.
Defensive end, number 31, Gregory Rutherford, coming up with the tackle on the play for the Canes.
Dixon on a second down. Going to leave it with his big man in the middle, and he's going to punch his way in for a touchdown. And Van Sean Johnson Jr., the junior tailback, has got his first touchdown of the night with 8:27 to go in the first.
They're also able to squeeze it in there with that extra push. 13-0 Westside early. But, I mean, they're doing, just like we said, what we expect them to do. They're trying to blow the top off the defense. They don't even care. They don't care if it's cover 2, cover 3. They still believe in their receivers and their speed and their talent that they can blow the top off of that defense. And we saw they're taking advantage of getting the ball in space because they know that their guys are faster. And that's another way they're going to try to beat you, is getting that ball in space on the outside, and it's working out well for them early on here.
Diego Pedraza with the extra point, something good. Timeout on the field. 8:27 to go in the first. Noles lead at 14-0. We'll be back after this timeout.
Hello, I'm Joy Johnson at the Cottages on Westland, inviting you to come see our spacious assisted living suites. Each suite has its own kitchenette, private bathroom, separate bedroom, and living space. We provide meals, housekeeping and laundry services, personal care assistance, and a variety of daily activities. Come by and visit us soon. You'll see why our residents feel at home and why families trust their loved ones to us at the Cottages on Westland.
Welcome back to Ed DePore Stadium. Pedraza with the kickoff. It's a short kick, and the up back will take it, and he'll catch it on the 33, and he'll immediately fall to the ground. And on the reception, I tell you, everybody's got these numbers now that are almost impossible to read without binoculars, and that was number 20 on the recovery, and that was Tyrone Campbell, a junior defensive back.
Yeah, Russell, and if you're Rutland right here, you want to get the ball and again try to get some a running game going. Work Phelps, your big man. Try to get a push up front, and then open it up to pass a little bit, and just try to chop away at the Noles. So let's see what the Canes can get going on this drive.
Tyson Royal, number 24, will join him in the backfield. They'll swing it out to him, and the Noles will meet him head on, and he'll lose a yard or two. And nobody was fooled on that one, Mark.
Yeah, Russell, that's going to be number 19 for the Noles. Jamie Cooper coming up on the tackle. Rutland trying to get like Westside and attack that outside, but those DBs, those Seminole DBs, will cover a lot of ground really quick. So going that route might not work out for the Canes. So let's see what they do here on second down.
You got to be awful quick if you're going to run that. Number 32 will come in as a slot receiver, and that's Keyshawn Brown. And now they'll put him and flip him to the other side. Take and look, and going to hand it off inside, and that's going to go to Phelps Jr., and he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, number 7, Jalen Parker, the outside linebacker for the Noles, and number 3, Khalil Johnson, inside linebacker for the Noles, coming up with the stop, or the tackle rather, to bring it to third down.
Christian Golden will go to that far side. Otto Foreman down to this near side. Your H-back will be up front. They'll try to dump a screen, and that ain't going to work. And they're going to get Tristan Thompson way back inside the 20-yard line, back inside the 15, but they're going to mark him along the 19 with his forward progress.
Yeah, Russell, again, number 7, Jalen Parker for the Noles, busting through and getting the sack on the play. The Hurricanes were trying to take advantage of those linebackers, them coming at them hot early and bringing in the blitz, trying to take advantage of that and see if they could slip a screen in there. But like you saw, Jalen Parker was just too heavy on the pursuit and got there in time for the sack, bringing up fourth down.
And that's got to develop really quick if you're going to have that separation. He cannot hold that ball. And we have a whistle blown as Jalen Barton was back deep along his 48-49. I'm telling you, I'm not kicking it to him.
No.
I'm just not. I don't care what you got to do. You kick it away from him.
Kind of reminds me of the Honey Badger back in the day.
Yeah.
Don't even give him a chance.
6:17 here in the first period, rather. 14-0. Noles lead it, about to get the ball back. Well, a few games around we'll pay attention to tonight. There are a lot of teams that are off this week here locally in Macon. We have this game not too far right down the street is in Single A, Stratford playing Mount DeSales. Ace Academy is off this week. Howard is off this week. Northeast is down at Bleckley County, I believe.
Right.
Tonight, that's really looking forward to seeing how Jeremy Wiggins' young football team goes down there and handles that, because I think they're about to turn the corner over there in that program this year.
Yeah, 2-game winning streak after a rocky start to the season, but they're definitely looking good as of late, and tonight will be a good test.
Well, they opened on the road against Trinity Christian Sharpsburg, which is going to be one of the better single-A teams around this area. Then they had, after that, I believe, was it Perry? Maybe. Jalen Barton's going to take it. One man's going to miss him. Second man's going to miss him. Boy, three-man had a shot at him and just completely missed him. And he is down that sideline, and he is off to the races.
I mean.
And he is very quick.
Just a testament to how quick and athletic and electric this kid is. I mean,
caught that ball on his 43.
He was dead to rights on his own 43-yard line.
Three times.
Right. 3 different times and somehow eluded all of those Kane cover man right there. But great, once again, just a great play by Jalen Barton, and just showing us why he's getting ready to go play D1 ball next fall.
Like we said, they're down on the road against Bleckley County.
Right.
Mary Persons is off this week. I'm not for sure about Peach County. And then the old rivalry down in the Warner Robins at McConnell Tavern. It's the Demons and the Eagles hooking up tonight, Northside and Warner Robins. And let's see, he was going to number 17. It was pretty good coverage down there for Rutland on the play. And I couldn't see who it was. 17 was Kendra Coates, was on the reception, trying to get the reception down there. And Kendra has been a pretty good part of this offense this year as well, too.
Yeah, good coverage there by Caleb Bias for the Canes.
Victor Dixon's going to keep it himself, going to get outside, and he's going to pick up 7, 8 big yards. See where they mark him out. They give him 7 yards, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 2. The ball's going to be along the 28-yard line of the Rutland Hurricanes.
Yeah, Russell. Finally brought down. Let me try to read these numbers. Like you said, every year they try to make it harder for us to distinguish.
Your eyes are getting older, bro.
Oh, come on. I'm not going to disagree with that.
Jalen Barton will be split to this near side, send a man in motion, and they'll fake the jet sweep to him, and the quarterback's going to try to run it himself. And good defensive play up front is they'll hold him to a yard gain. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 2.
Yeah, great stop by Jamarion Marshall, the defensive end for Rutland. He's been all over the place early, making some good plays, whether it's been on both in punt coverage and defensively, having some great pursuit, way to get through the middle and bring down the Westside quarterback on that 3rd down.
They'll go Jalen Kennedy to that far side along with Kwame Atkins. And Victor Dixon's just going to throw a little simple out over there, and that's complete Marquis Thomas. And Thomas from his split position over there
and
has
really,
a 1st down.
And not bad coverage by number 30, Emmanuel Hicks. That's just a matter of Barton just being that much quicker.
Johnson with the handoff. He'll slip and fall down after somebody put a hand on him. I believe it was number 30. 31 maybe.
31. Yeah, that was number 31. Again, Gregory Rutherford, defensive end. Great play up front so far by the Canes. Great play by the D-line and linebackers thus far.
Barton to this side, candidate to the outside, and he's going to look. Victor Dixon, one man's going to miss him, had a good sack, and another man's going to get him. And he's going to go back to they're going to mark him around the 27-yard line. And almost had him on about the 28.
And Russell, I believe that was number 15 or 16. Man, these numbers, I'm telling you, I'm sorry, but they're throwing me off. Number 16, Artis Gordon with the sack for the Canes. And, man, once again, this Rutland defense looking pretty formidable here in the first quarter.
Then Sean Johnson going to look out. They bring the blitz, and they dial it up, and Victor Dixon Jr. is going to go down again, this time all the way back to the 34, and it's going to bring up a 4th down, and they've got to get to the 14, so 4th down and 20 is what it's going to be. Make it 19 as they'll mark it at the 33.
And also that was number 50.
So now 4th down and 20 play here. Now this is confidence if you're the Westside Seminoles, and if you're the Rutland Hurricanes, you don't let them make this statement here. You got to hold them.
Oh, no. And I think you keep I don't know if you keep bringing the pressure, just
here we go.
Play ultra conservative get everyone back, but we'll see. They'll dial it up again.
Yep, pressure comes, gets one block. Going to throw it in the middle. Field, it's picked off along the 17-yard line. It'll come back this way. And Rutland says, no, sir. And that was number 6 on the play.
Yep. Number 6, Jamarco Hughes, coming up with a pick. And and Eastham didn't go away with the pressure. He sent the house again, and he relied on his defensive backs to sit back and make a play, and they did it. And the defensive-minded head ball coach for the Canes looks like he has something going here.
Well, I'm telling you right there, that was a little bit of a Westside saying, nah.
Oh, yeah.
4th down and 19. You guys are rebuilding, and Rutland trying to respond and say, no, sir. So on a first down play, can the offense get something to go with it? And they'll give it off to Jesse Phelps Jr., and Jesse will go from the 33, and he'll cross the 35 on to the 36. Nose into the ball will be there with 2:17 in the quarter. And they get positive yardage for only maybe the second or third time tonight. But coming off a big turnover, that's the way they want it. They'll take that 3 yards, and we'll see what happens here. Going to take and give it to the second man through, and that's Tyson Royal. And he's going to lose a yard back to the 25. Mark, they just got to get something going offensively here. And the Westside defense, I don't think it's just going to hand them a first down here.
No, the Westside defense, their downfield pursuit right now is just too strong for Rutland to get any kind of a running game going. But this drive is so important after a huge turnover by your defense. You got to respond somewhat positively, at least try to get a first down, but it's just not looking like that's going to come from the ground. So let's see if they can put it in the air and make something happen here on 3rd down.
So Thompson's going to roll, going to throw it down here, and he's got a man, and it hit him right in the hands, and he was going to Otto Foreman, and I think they may get offensive interference here. Well, they went to Otto Foreman. Let's see what the call is.
Kennedy on the coverage, and I believe we're going to have defensive interference, Russell.
And if that is the case, then they're going to give him 15 yards and give him a first down to the 40-yard line.
And that's the kind of break you need if you're the Hurricanes offense.
Because there was a little hand play going with both of them that time. You could have probably called that either way.
And yet another good ball thrown by Tristan. Not the worst ball thrown. He's had to really work on his timing. He's had some overthrows this year, but another solid ball thrown by the senior quarterback. So let's see if we can keep it going.
Yeah, and Foreman's got to catch that ball one way or the other because it hit him right in the hand. Well, it went right through his hands. Going to take, and they're going to leave it with the second single setback Tyson Royal that time. And number 24 is going to pick up about 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, number 32 for the Noles, Javante Fox, the junior defensive lineman on the tackle. But Rutland trying to get Phelps going. He's a big and strong runner. He's a good running back, Russell, but he needs a little bit of help from his offensive line because they're going against what's a big, formidable defensive front for Westside. So they're going to have to come a little bit harder and get a little bit more of a push if they're going to establish a running game here.
Travis Robinson will be in the slot on that far side. Out to that side was Otto Foreman as well. And let's see, we're going to get a false start against the Hurricanes, and that'll back them up 5.
Yeah, Russell, you just can't shoot yourself in the foot, man. You gotta be disciplined. If you want any kind of chance to hang around tonight, they're gonna have to be more disciplined and limit those mistakes.
We'll get along that front line for the Hurricanes for you after this play on a 2nd down and 12 play. Going to take and going to give it to 34, and that's Phelps Jr. He's going to get some of his yardage back and get up to the 44. Across the front, they're going to go, your left tackle is DeMarculus Jackson. Your left guard is Eric Henderson. Your right guard is Ronald Christian. Your right tackle is Keandre Wisby. He's an interesting story. And your center is Connor Woods. Well, that's the end of the first period. We'll take a timeout. We'll go to the second when we return. Westside leads it 14-0. We'll be back after this timeout. welcome back to Ed DePore on a 3rd down and 6 play to go. Going to take, and the quarterback looks, throws an out here, and he's got a man, and he catches the ball, and they'll give him forward progress to about the 48. That's going to be about 2 yards short of the first down. That time he went to 18, Otto Foreman, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Yeah, yet another on-point pass by Tristan Thompson, number 19, Jamie Cooper, on the stop for the Noles. And looks like Hurricanes are going to keep it on the field and try to keep this drive going.
They better find the ball first here. Got to move over a little bit. Quarterback going to take, you're going to give it to the 3rd man through, and he's got a first down and more, and he's going to get across the 50 and into Seminoles territory.
Finally brought down by number 22, Niquay Morris. But, man, Russell, this offensive line, I guess they heard us talking. They really picked it up these last few plays and got a good push on this Westside front and able to get a big 4th down conversion.
And I thought that was number 34. We got a timeout on the field. We'll take that with them. We'll be back after this timeout.
Anyone can deliver pizza. Only Marco's can deliver America's most loved pizza. Hot and fresh and right to your door. Dough made from scratch every day. Sauce from the original Gianmarco recipe. And authentic toppings like crispy Old World pepperoni. That's Italian quality pizza. And it makes the moment primo. Every day at
First down for the Hurricanes after they converted, and they're going to get a big run that time by number 24 for the Hurricanes, and that is Tyson Royal. And all of a sudden, they're getting a little push up front here, Mark.
They are. Finally brought down by, again, number 22, Niquay Norris, making the tackle for the Noles. But you're right, Russell. Rutland getting a good push, man, something they couldn't do early on in the first quarter, and this is really going to open up their offense.
They're going to leave it up front again with number 34, Jesse Phelps Jr. this time, and he's going to go from the 45, and we're going to get a false start.
Again, Rutland's got to get more discipline with those penalties here. You know, if they want to sustain this momentum, they can't have anything self-inflicted, you know, and stopping that momentum. So really going to have to look, and obviously they know that, to cut out these penalties. Let's see if they can keep things going here.
And that was Keyshawn Brown on that key 4th down, and they're going to go to Keyshawn Brown, and he's going to step in, and he's going to get to about the 40s, and the Noles defense is going to push him back.
Yeah, host of Noles right there, led by number 7, Jalen Parker. They're 100% keying in on the run at this point. Loading the box. No one back deep that time in coverage. It was absolutely a cover 0 look. Loading the box, selling out to stop that run. So let's see if Rutland tries to play action or tries to go downfield at all. And let's see if they can keep this thing going.
Take under center, and the quarterback's going to look. He's got a man in the middle to see if he can get to the ball, and he dropped it.
Russell.
He dropped it.
That's just how you draw it up. I mean,
Westside
was daring them to go down the field.
And he beat them.
Cover 0, no one back, loading the box yet again. And again, Tristan Thompson put it on a dime, and he can't haul it in. You have to haul that ball in. If you are going to stay in a game like tonight, obviously it goes without saying. I mean, Captain Obvious analyst here, but you got to catch that ball. And I know it's a big moment, but you have to bring that in.
Yeah, that was Jamarian Marshall, the tight end, and he just ran a straight route right up the middle. And let's see what we got. We got a timeout, and I believe that's going to be Rutland's 3rd of the half. They may have. They've got one left. So timeout, we'll take it with them. 30 seconds. Hey folks, Russell from Gridiron Game of the Week. When you get ready to buy a new car or a newer automobile, there's always the dilemma of what to do with your current car. Well, that's where You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em at 3306 Vineville Avenue comes in. You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em is the original automobile dealership with the owner in mind. For 18 years, You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em has been the only alternative to giving your car to a local dealer on a trade-in or trying to market your car yourself. So when you get ready to sell your old car, give them a call today at 254-6310. That's You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em, 30. Welcome back on a 3rd down and 15 to go as the Hurricanes try to keep a drive alive. They'll run a middle screen. He threw an interception, and number 24 for the Seminoles is going to return it back on a 3rd down.
Hodges, the defensive end, dropping back and making the pick and killing what was a really positive drive by the Hurricanes.
DeMarc, you think about the turn of events there.
Right.
Tight end had a man beat for a touchdown. Perfect throw by your quarterback. He drops it.
Yep.
He's at least going inside the 5-yard line if he doesn't go all the way for a touchdown.
Right.
And then you come back and you throw the pick.
Yeah,
what a big swing for a football team.
You know, and that's why you have to capitalize on chances like that offensively. You can't shoot yourself in the foot, obviously, with penalties, because with a team like Westside that's pretty disciplined for the most part and just really talented across the board, you can't have self-imposed mistakes.
Barton to this side. They'll go trips to that far side, and they're going to throw it at Jalen Barton, and they're just going to let him run. But the Hurricanes are going to do some pretty good tackling on defense here.
Yeah.
He's going to pick up enough for a 1st down. That's going to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, number 14 for the Hurricanes. Jamarian Marshall coming up. Nice pursuit.
Going to take and going to leave it on a handoff to Marquis Thomas, and he is going to scat down that sideline, and he's going to get bumped out of bounds inside the 10 at the – they're going to give him the 6. So a big run, and he is at 8:49 going to make it 1st and goal for the Seminoles here. And the Noles are trying to answer immediately after turning the ball over. They got a pick to give it back to them. And now they're going to try to make the Hurricanes pay.
Yeah, number 6, Jamarco Hughes, finally able to push the man out of bounds on the play.
Victor Dixon going to try to sneak it in. He's going to get to the 5. Take it to the 2 and lean into about the 1-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and goal right there.
It looks like number 16 for the Hurricanes, Artis Gordon.
Going to give it to Van Johnson, and he's going to go in for a yard out, and he's going to have his 2nd touchdown run of the night.
Yeah, and it's just asking a lot to contain this Westside offense. I mean, they're just as good in a goal line situation as they are putting the ball in the air from midfield. I mean, a lot of great offensive linemen, and Rutland just not able to contain them there. But once again, I mean, the offense just put them in a bad situation with that turnover and took away any kind of momentum that they had.
Extra point is up and good. That makes it 21-0. 8:03 to go in the quarter and a half, too. We'll come back after this timeout. You're listening to Marco's Pizza Game of the Week on DSPN. We will return. 8:03 to go. Welcome back to Ed DePord, 8:03, Russell Deese, Marco Quinn. Seminoles stop a drive by the Hurricanes after they committed an interception. They got one themselves. 3 plays later, Johnson has his second touchdown of the night with a 1-yard plunge, and they'll kick it off, and the Hurricanes will take it along the 13-yard line, come up this near sideline, and a pretty good return that time for Rutland, number 7 on the return, and that was Nico Sandifer, and he's a 9th grader? That's a pretty good-sized kid.
Yeah. Yeah, Rutland actually has a lot of good size across the board this year.
Yeah, we were talking with Coach Esom about Keandre Wisby. Not a lot of football experience, he said, when they came into camp. 6'5", 305.
Yep. Offensive lineman.
Yeah, he's starting right tackle.
Right tackle, yeah.
He is, Rusty is high on him. And
wonderful kid, too.
Yeah, we had him
Great
at the
kid.
Touchdown Club as our lineman of the week, and he had a great game. He's going to rock back a little too quick, and they're going to get him on a penalty. Just when we sing your praises. There you go.
He hurt us.
Yeah,
got to his head. But, yeah, he's got a lot of room to grow, a lot of potential. He's one of those guys that Rusty got out of the hallway.
Yeah, and he's a sophomore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of potential, and he's not the only one in that category. A lot of guys that hadn't even come out for the team prior to this new coaching staff that have a ton of potential, and I think they're gonna fill it in the coming years.
Thompson in a shotgun. Takes and throws it in the flat and completes it out here to his man. And he's going to be pretty close to a first down, depending on the way they mark it, out to around the 38. And that was number 18, Otto Foreman, on the reception. And Otto's tried to have a good night here tonight. Yeah. He did drop the one pass, but he got the pass interference call on that.
Right. He's having a lot of success with those out routes. Number 22, Niquay Morris, finally tackling him on the play.
Going to take and leave it with the fullback, and there's not going to be much room up front inside for him, as the Noles are going to snip it out, and they came hard up the middle that time.
Yeah, a little scuffle going on right there. Yeah, Westside playing the run pretty tight as of late. Let's see.
They'll go trips to that far side. They'll have Foreman down to this near side. Phelps Jr. will be the only back man. They're going to take and they're going to get it out to Otto Foreman, but the Noles are going to eat it up, and that's Canaday again. He's had a good night already from his defensive back position.
Yeah, Jalen Kennedy coming over and getting the tackle for the Noles, but yet again, Rutland getting it outside to their right out on that out route. Trying to expose that outside. Let's see if they can get something going here on this 3rd down and 8.
Travis Robinson will be split to that far side. And let's see. Roll the clock again. Officials stopped it there for a minute. Thompson on a 3rd down play. Pump fakes once, twice, goes in the middle. He's got a man, and he completes it down there. Let's see who made the catch, and that was number 6, and that was Jamarco Hughes, and that's enough for a first down, a big pickup for the Hurricanes. They'll move it inside Noles territory to along the 47-yard line.
So we got some rain coming down.
Yeah, got a little rain.
A little rain never hurt anyone.
Golly, after what we've been through this week with the heat.
Right.
Almost October, and it feels like August. Going to throw it down the middle, and he had a man, a beautiful defensive play.
Man.
Nice play to break it up down there deep for the Noles.
Yeah, number 19, Jamie Cooper breaking the pass up. Good coverage, but yet again, a pretty decent thrown ball by Tristan Thompson, who's continuing to have a great night, putting the ball on the dime, whether it's the out routes, passes over the middle, or deep. All of his passes have looked great. Just really good pass coverage on that play.
Robinson will go to that far side. They're going to take, and the quarterback was going to keep it, and he just got 8 up.
Yeah, number 7, Jalen Parker, sniffing that one out, coming through and bringing Tristan down. I was thinking Phelps kept that and thought it was looking pretty good. Didn't realize Tristan kept that on the play. But good way to sniff that one out by number 7, Jalen Parker, who's having a great night at linebacker for the Noles so far.
So on a 3rd down, and the rain starts to come down. Going to take and going to throw it down this far side, and he's going to throw his 2nd pick of the night, and it's going to come back this way by number 19 for the Noles, and he's inside the 35, step out along the 33-yard line, and the rain is coming down.
Yeah, number 19, Jamie Cooper, with the pick for the Noles, having a great night at defensive back so far, and just building on what's been a good night with the pick. And yeah, it seems like, you know, Rutland's lack of ability to be able to capitalize on those downfield plays has really been the story so far. You know, we had another downfield shot that probably should have been caught and put the Canes in Seminole territory. You know, last-minute deflection by Kennedy on that play, and then with this rain coming down, it's hard to get that passing game going, and just not really looking good for the Canes at this point.
So 4:49, as you can hear it on the rooftop from our field microphone out there. Going to throw it out this time to number 9 out there, and now it's Kwame Atkins, and he's going to have close to about the 19. Let's see where they mark him out at 29, I'm sorry. And they do. And that is some heavy, wet rain. Now the question is, incomplete.
Where's that sniper out here?
So it's going to bring up a 2nd down. And we got unexpected rain. We got an unexpected flag here. And it backs the Noles up 5 yards from the 29 to the 34. .414, gonna take and gonna hand it off inside, and gain back to about the 30, so pick up about 4 on the play, and got to get to the 22-yard line to pick up a new set of down. Victor Dixon Jr. going to send it down to Jalen Barton, and it's going to get broken up at the last minute, and a very good play by the Hurricanes.
Yeah, Russell, good coverage by the Canes on that pass. That was going to be number 1, Caleb Bias on the coverage. And Barton almost, he had a chance to make that catch. Reached over, almost made the grab. But I'm sure the rain played a part in him not being able to come down with that.
They're going to roll the ball back to Victor Dixon. Must have slipped out of the center's hand. And on a 4th down play, he's not going to get enough to pick up the 1st down. It's going to go to the 29-yard line. And believe it or not, the Hurricanes are going to take over on downs.
Yep, Tyson Royal, number 24, Hurricane linebacker on the stop. And, yeah, just like that, the Hurricanes have it back, 3:39 to play. And let's see if they can make something happen despite this this terrible rain we have pouring down. Let's see if they can.
We've been living in a dust bowl. We're thankful for it, but our cameraman and our cameras are not at this moment.
Yeah.
Thompson going to take and hand it off. And
yeah, it's slippery. That turf is slippery right now.
Mark, I'm going to hand it off to you 1 second. I'll be right back.
All right.
Macon Boots is the newest addition to Midtown Macon. With brands like Rocky, Ariete, Georgia Boots, and more, Macon Boots can help you find the boots you're looking for with unbeatable prices. Whether it's boots for work, everyday wear, or maybe boots are just your thing, we have a whole selection from America, Canada, and Australia. While you're here, make sure to check out our authentic belt buckles, handmade knives, genuine leather wallets, and much more that you can only find at Macon Boots. We fit Macon.
There is a legend among fishermen in Central Georgia about Kudzu Seafood Company and the most interesting man in seafood, Captain Lee. To create his infamous jam pups, Captain Lee has a school of docile barracuda trained to grate the cheese and panko breadcrumbs with their razor-sharp teeth as he, Captain Lee, gently tucks individual grains of rice into his shrimp and sausage jambalaya. Rice, Captain Lee handpicked while blindfolded, a skill acquired from years of silent training in a Tibetan island monastery. Stop in at Kudzu Seafood Company, 473rd Street, downtown Macon, and see the legend for yourself. Stay coastal, my friends.
And we're back at Ed to 4 complex. 2nd down, 11 to go for the Canes. Handoff to Phelps to the 30. Be taken down right at the 30 by number 60 for the Noles. And that's going to be Kennedy Parker, the defensive end. It's going to bring up a second down, 11 to go for the Canes. Tristan Thompson, the shotgun. 3 split out. And he'll bobble the snap. And he'll be able to recover that. It's going to bring a I don't think they're right on that. 4th down and 7 to go for the Canes after the botch snap. And just yet again, just a self-inflicted wound for the Canes. You just can't have that if you want to keep building this momentum. It's going to force the Canes to punt.
Yeah, and I know that video is not available right this second. We're trying to get some expensive electronic equipment out of the rain, so y'all just bear with you. We'll go radio play-by-play here for just a minute as we try to get that handled.
Punt going out at the 45-yard line of the Seminoles. And they'll set up with 1:36 to go here in the first half. And Russell, once again, just a self-imposed mistake for the Hurricanes, the botch snap on 3rd down. Ended up having to turn it back over to the Noles. Didn't really take advantage of that last possession of the half, or what looks to be like what will be their last possession before the half. But just yet again, costly mistake.
21-0 is our score. Westside has the ball back with 96 seconds to go here in the first half. They've got the ball on the 49-yard line. Victor Dixon in a shotgun going to take and going to give it to Johnson. And the big tailback's going to run inside the 30, inside the 25, and he's going to push all the way down into the 19-yard line and stop with a first down, and it's going to be 1st down and 10 along the 20-yard line is exactly where they'll mark him down.
Yeah, Russell, another big run by Vanshawn Johnson.
Going to give it to him again. He's going to go right up the middle. This time the Hurricanes are only going to let him have about 2 yards before they shut him down along the 18-yard line.
Yeah, that's the tackle's going to be made by number 3, LaMarcus Slocum for the Hurricanes. But yet again, Vanshawn Johnson able to impose his will here in the first half.
And a bad snap, but Johnson's able to pick it up on a busted play, and he is going to go in for a big touchdown from the 18-yard line. So a busted play. They were trying to get it to the quarterback on the snap in his shotgun, and it's kind of skid along the turf down there. And heads-up play by Vanshawn Johnson Jr. And
great outside perimeter blocking by Kendra Coates for the Seminoles to allow Vanshawn to have that extra space once he got around the 10 to turn it into 6.
49 seconds to go in the half. 18-yard run, his 3rd touchdown of the night for Johnson. Extra point is up and good. Timeout on the Pills. Seminoles lead it 28-0. We'll be back after this time.
Anyone can deliver pizza. Only Marco's can deliver America's most loved pizza. Hot and fresh and right to your door. Every day at Marco's, get 2 medium, 1-topping pizzas for just $6.99 each. Hello to the Italian way. Hello, Primo.
Planning on a holiday party with friends, family, or coworkers? Texas Border Grill's private banquet room offers seating from 5 to 55. Lunch to dinner 7 days a week. Featuring an amazing menu with aged beef, seafood, and so many other signature dishes. Texas Border Grill.
Welcome back to Ed DePork Sports Complex. 49 seconds to go in the half. We're going to give you a little heads up. Mark had a chance to visit with Coach Rusty Eason, the new head coach for the Rutland Hurricanes in his first year there. And we're going to try to, when we go to half, we're going to let you listen to that as the first segment as we go to the break. And then we're going to take a break and let you see some commercials from our fine sponsors, and want to encourage you to support them. And that kick that got away, because 3 Hurricanes could not get a handle on it, but it finally went out of bounds before the Noles could get it, and almost picked up a big mistake on the kickoff. So ball goes out of bounds along the 32-yard line. 28-0 is your score here. We'll also look for some other scores at halftime, Mark and I will. Like I said, when we go to the break, we're going to let you hear the interview that we got this afternoon with Coach Rusty Eason. Marco Quinn with that interview does a fine job with us, and we're going to let you see that. Don't forget, every Thursday night, we're live at Marco's Pizza at 2910 Riverside Drive. We'd love for you to come by and talk some college football. We talk a little high school football in the first segment of the show. Mark and John Kosader, our 2 high school gurus, are going to give us their opinion every week. And then myself and the other 2 stooges, as we say, we're going to talk a lot of college football for the next hour and a half on Thursday nights. We do a pick'em contest every week. Love to have you be a part of it. And we give away great prizes and then some fantastic prizes at the end of the year.
Oh, yeah.
We've got several things to give away, and we'll talk about that on Thursday nights. Monday night, don't forget the Making Touchdown Club. Andy McCullum, former Georgia Tech assistant football head coach under Paul Johnson, long time there, will be our guest speaker on Monday night. So the clock's going to run out. We're going to run out too. So we're going to hear from the head coach. Whether we go to halftime, 28-0, the Seminoles on top. And let's hear from Coach Rusty Eason, the new head coach of the Hurricanes for 2019.
I'm here with Coach Eason, head coach of the Rutland Hurricanes. Coach, as you know, obviously game tonight against the Westside Seminoles. Just want to ask you a few questions as we get ready to kick off tonight. It's your first year as a head coach of the Rutland Hurricanes, and we talked a few weeks ago, and you told me how it was going to be a rebuilding process, and you're going to have to implement some new habits and just new way of doing things. And after observing the program the last couple weeks, you can definitely tell there's a different vibe and just obviously a different culture here. Just real quick, can you talk about just some of the things that you did differently and just what you're seeing as far as things turning around for the better here at this program?
I think the number one thing is just how we have treated the kids, how we dealt with them. I'm a firm believer if you want to have a kid do what you ask them to do in terms of football, you got to have a relationship with them. So I encourage the coaches that were held over from before to kind of put aside any judgments that they had of players based off things in the past, and everybody started with a fresh slate. Coaches included, players included, and just try to be different with how they dealt with them before, because we want to try to put everything from the past behind us from day one. And the kids have responded. I mean, they take coaching better now. I think the coaches coach a little differently now too, and make it more about teaching them the right way to practice and the right way to do stuff as opposed to how things might have been done before. And the kids have seen a change. I mean, just the overall structure of practice is totally different than what it was before. So I think that really helped them to understand that things would be different if they would just buy in and do the things that we asked them to do, and saw how the different organization in terms of how practice was structured and how we lifted weights could improve their performance. So I think that's been a big step in the right direction for us.
Westside, has somewhat of a high-powered offense, some big receivers, a quarterback with a big arm, able to stretch it downfield. Just talk about your plan to counter that tonight. You being a defensive guy for several years, and you have your hands very much on that side of the ball and coaching this team. What is your plan to combat Westside's offense tonight?
Well, obviously you got to keep the receivers in check and keep the quarterback in the pocket. We're going to try to give them multiple looks, multiple coverages, so they don't really know exactly where we're at. I think that's one thing, that if they know you're going to be in this and this is where you're going to be, they're going to know how to exploit you with the weapons that they have. So trying to give multiple looks to try to keep them off balance, and changing looks throughout the game will help, as what we hope will help anyway. They're a good football team. They're well coached. They play hard. I've known Coach Spoon my whole life, so he and I have a good relationship. Just going back, and I respect him for what he's done there. I mean, it's rare that you see somebody go into a place and stay there for 20 plus years. So that says a lot about him as a man and as a coach in the program that he has developed there. But definitely from a defensive standpoint, we're going to try to get the quarterback off the spot and give him a lot of different looks.
Well, Coach, thank you so much for your time, and best of luck to you tonight against Westside.
All right, thank you.
Anyone can deliver pizza. Only Marco's can deliver America's most loved pizza. Hot and fresh and right to your door. Dough made from scratch every day. Sauce from the original Gianmarco recipe. And authentic toppings like crispy Old World pepperoni. That's Italian quality pizza. And it makes the moment primo. Every day at Marco's, get 2 medium, 1-topping pizzas for just $6.99 each. Hello to the Italian way. Hello, Primo.
I am Lester Miller, and if you've been in an accident or hurt on the job, I want to work for you. My office is right across the street from the Bibb County Courthouse, and it doesn't end there. Middle Georgia is my home. I graduated from high school here, college, and Mercer Law School. My family goes to church here. My kids go to school here. I work hard for my community, and when you need an attorney, I will personally take your call.
Thanks, Lester.
And I will work hard for you, too.
Contact Lester Miller today for your free consultation.
Hello, I'm Joy Johnson at the Cottages on Westland, inviting you to come see our spacious assisted living suites. Each suite has its own kitchenette, private bathroom, separate bedroom, and living space. We provide meals, housekeeping and laundry services, personal care assistance, and a variety of daily activities. Come by and visit us soon. You'll see why our residents feel at home and why families trust their loved ones to us at the Cottages on Westland.
Anyone can deliver pizza. Only Marco's can deliver America's most loved pizza. Hot and fresh and right to your door. Every day at Marco's, get 2 medium, 1-topping pizzas for just $6.99 each. Hello to the Italian way. Hello, Primo.
Planning on a holiday party with friends, family, or coworkers? Texas Border Grill's private banquet room offers seating from 5 to 55. Lunch to dinner 7 days a week. Featuring an amazing menu with aged beef, seafood, and so many other signature dishes. Texas Border Grill.
Hey folks, Russell from Gridiron Game of the Week. When you get ready to buy a new car or a newer automobile, there's always the dilemma of what to do with your current car. Well, that's where You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em at 3306 Vineville Avenue comes in. You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em is the original automobile dealership with the owner in mind. For 18 years, You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em has been the only alternative to giving your car to a local dealer on a trade-in or trying to market your car yourself. So when you get ready to sell your old car, give them a call today at 254-6310. That's You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em, 3306 Vineville Avenue.
How do you say, my attorney met with me personally?
Thanks, Lester.
Thanks, Lester.
How do you say, I got the compensation I deserve?
Thanks,
Lester.
Thanks, Lester.
How do you say, I won my court case?
Thanks, Lester.
谢谢 Lester.
Thanks, Lester. You're a good man.
I am Lester Miller, and I will get you the compensation you deserve.
Thanks, Lester.
He ain't afraid of no one.
Macon Boots is the newest addition to Midtown Macon. With brands like Rocky, Ariete, Georgia Boots, and more, Macon Boots can help you find the boots you're looking for with unbeatable prices. Whether it's boots for work, everyday wear, or maybe boots are just your thing, we have a whole selection from America, Canada, and Australia. While you're here, make sure to check out our authentic belt buckles, handmade knives, genuine leather wallets, and much more that you can only find at Macon Boots. We fit Macon.
There is a legend among fishermen in Central Georgia about Kudzu Seafood Company and the most interesting man in seafood, Captain Lee. To create his infamous jam pups, Captain Lee has a school of docile barracuda trained to grate the cheese and panko breadcrumbs with their razor-sharp teeth as he, Captain Lee, gently tucks individual grains of rice into his shrimp and sausage jambalaya. Rice, Captain Lee handpicked while blindfolded, a skill acquired from years of silent training in a Tibetan island monastery. Stop in at Kudzu Seafood Company, 473rd Street, downtown Macon, and see the legend for yourself. Stay coastal, my friends.
Dr. Lee Stockslager and Dr. John Coe at North Macon Dental Associates are proud supporters of high school athletics. Their office welcomes new patients and offers treatments that include routine checkups, restorations, crowns and bridges, oral surgery, Zoom whitening, and implant dentistry. They also treat orthodontic patients with Invisalign. Visit us online at northmacondental.com.
I'm King Kemper, and on behalf of the Macon Touchdown Club, we want to take a moment to thank the many individual, corporate, and community supporters in the Middle Georgia area that continue to support the Macon Touchdown Club and its educational foundation. The Macon Touchdown Club was founded in 1946, making it one of the oldest touchdown clubs in the South, honoring student athletes. As we enter our 74th year, the Macon Touchdown Club Educational Foundation has awarded over $350,000 in college scholarships to local high school scholar athletes. All of this has been made possible by the generous support of our members, corporate sponsors, and the Middle Georgia community. On behalf of the Macon Touchdown Club, we would like to thank you for your tremendous support. To find out more about becoming a member of the Macon Touchdown Club, our educational foundation, and this year's schedule, please visit MaconTouchdownClub.com.
Anyone can deliver pizza. Only Marco's can deliver America's most loved pizza. Hot and fresh and right to your door. Dough made from scratch every day. Sauce from the original Gianmarco recipe. And authentic toppings like crispy Old World pepperoni. That's Italian quality pizza. And it makes the moment primo. Every day at Marco's, get 2 medium one-topping pizzas for just $6.99 each. Hello to the Italian way. Hello, primo.
I am Lester Miller, and if you've been in an accident or hurt on the job, I want to work for you. My office is right across the street from the Bibb County Courthouse, and it doesn't end there. Middle Georgia is my home. I graduated from high school here, college, and Mercer Law School. My family goes to church here. My kids go to school here. I work hard for my community, and when you need an attorney, I will personally take your call.
Thanks, Lester.
And I will work hard for you, too.
Contact Lester Miller today for your free consultation.
Hello, I'm Joy Johnson at the Cottages on Westland, inviting you to come see our spacious assisted living suites. Each suite has its own kitchenette, private bathroom, separate bedroom, and living space. We provide meals, housekeeping and laundry services, personal care assistance, and a variety of daily activities. Come by and visit us soon. You'll see why our residents feel at home and why families trust their loved ones to us at the Cottages on Westland.
Anyone can deliver pizza. Only Marco's can deliver America's most loved pizza. Hot and fresh and right to your door. Every day at Marco's, get 2 medium one-topping pizzas for just $6.99 each. Hello to the Italian way. Hello, primo.
Planning on a holiday party with friends, family, or coworkers? Texas Border Grill's private banquet room offers seating from 5 to 55. Lunch to dinner 7 days a week. Featuring an amazing menu with aged beef, seafood, and so many other signature dishes. Texas Border Grill.
Hey folks, Russell from Gridiron Game of the Week. When you get ready to buy a new car or a newer automobile, there's always the dilemma of what to do with your current car. Well, that's where You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em at 3306 Vineville Avenue comes in. You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em is the original automobile dealership with the owner in mind. For 18 years, You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em has been the only alternative to giving your car to a local dealer on a trade-in or trying to market your car yourself. So when you get ready to sell your old car, give them a call today at 254-6310. That's You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em, 3306 Vineville Avenue.
How do you say, my attorney met with me personally?
Thanks, Lester.
Thanks, Lester.
How do you say, I got the compensation I deserve?
Thanks, Lester. Thanks, Lester.
How do you say, I won my court case?
Thanks, Lester.
谢谢 Lester.
Thanks, Lester. You're a good man.
I am Lester Miller, and I will get you the compensation you deserve.
Thanks, Lester.
He ain't afraid of no one.
Macon Boots is the newest addition to Midtown Macon. With brands like Rocky, Ariete, Georgia Boots, and more, Macon Boots can help you find the boots you're looking for with unbeatable prices. Whether it's boots for work, everyday wear, or maybe boots are just your thing, we have a whole selection from America, Canada, and Australia. While you're here, make sure to check out our authentic belt buckles, handmade knives, genuine leather wallets, and much more that you can only find at Macon Boots. We fit Macon.
There is a legend among fishermen in central Georgia about Kudzu Seafood Company and the most interesting man in seafood, Captain Lee. To create his infamous jam pups, Captain Lee has a school of docile barracuda trained to grate the cheese and panko breadcrumbs with their razor-sharp teeth as he, Captain Lee, gently tucks individual grains of rice into his shrimp and sausage jambalaya. Rice, Captain Lee handpicked while blindfolded, a skill acquired from years of silent training in a Tibetan island monastery. Stop in at Kudzu Seafood Company, 473rd Street, downtown Macon, and see the legend for yourself. Stay coastal, my friends.
Dr. Lee Stockschlager and Dr. John Coe at North Macon Dental Associates are proud supporters of high school athletics. Their office welcomes new patients and offers treatments that include routine checkups, restorations, crowns and bridges, oral surgery, Zoom whitening, and implant dentistry. They also treat orthodontic patients with Invisalign. Visit us online at northmacondental.com.
I'm King Kemper, and on behalf of the Macon Touchdown Club, we want to take a moment to thank the many individual, corporate, and community supporters in the Middle Georgia area that continue to support the Macon Touchdown Club and its educational foundation. The Macon Touchdown Club was founded in 1946, making it one of the oldest touchdown clubs in the South, honoring student athletes. As we enter our 74th year, the Macon Touchdown Club Educational Foundation has awarded over $350,000 in college scholarships to local high school scholar athletes. All of this has been made possible by the generous support of our members, corporate sponsors, and the Middle Georgia community. On behalf of the Macon Touchdown Club, we would like to thank you for your tremendous support. To find out more about becoming a member of the Macon Touchdown Club, our educational foundation, and this year's schedule, please visit MaconTouchdownClub.com.
Anyone can deliver pizza. Only Marco's can deliver America's most loved pizza. Hot and fresh and right to your door. Dough made from scratch every day. Sauce from the original Gianmarco recipe. And authentic toppings like crispy Old World pepperoni. That's Italian quality pizza. And it makes the moment primo. Every day at Marco's, get 2 medium, 1-topping pizzas for just $6.99 each. Hello to the Italian way. Hello, primo.
I am Lester Miller, and if you've been in an accident or hurt on the job, I want to work for you. My office is right across the street from the Bibb County Courthouse, and it doesn't end there. Middle Georgia is my home. I graduated from high school here, college, and Mercer Law School. My family goes to church here. My kids go to school here. I work hard for my community, and when you need an attorney, I will personally take your call.
Thanks, Lester.
And I will work hard for you, too.
Contact Lester Miller today for your free consultation.
Hello, I'm Joy Johnson at the Cottages on Westland, inviting you to come see our spacious assisted living suites. Each suite has its own kitchenette, private bathroom, separate bedroom, and living space. We provide meals, housekeeping and laundry services, personal care assistance, and a variety of daily activities. Come by and visit us soon. You'll see why our residents feel at home and why families trust their loved ones to us at the Cottages on Westland.
Anyone can deliver pizza. Only Marco's can deliver America's most loved pizza. Hot and fresh and right to your door. Every day at Marco's, get 2 medium, 1-topping pizzas for just $6.99 each. Hello to the Italian way. Hello, primo.
Planning on a holiday party with friends, family, or coworkers? Texas Border Grill's private banquet room offers seating from 5 to 55. Lunch to dinner 7 days a week. Featuring an amazing menu with aged beef, seafood, and so many other signature dishes. Texas Border Grill.
And welcome back on a football Friday night. We appreciate your patience. It's been a steady rain, but I think it's about to clear out. We have to call Skinny Benny Jones and ask him about this weather report.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, Brandon and I sitting there talking. one little blip on the radar that was supposed to be north and east of here, and then we got a pretty good steady downpour, which we needed. Mark's got
just not at the right time
Mark,
at that time.
Before we get to the kickoff here, quickly run down some scores that you got for us.
Yeah, Russell. Score out of Bleckley County. We got Bleckley 28, Northeast 14. We got out of Statesboro, West Lawrence 7, Statesboro 7. Out of Warner Robins, we got the Warner Robins ahead of Northside 27-0.
That's at the half, too, I think.
At the half, yeah. And then we have Dodge County on top of Southwest 22-0. The Mount DeSales Cavaliers leading the Stratford Academy Eagles 21-0. And we got Veterans on top of Perry 10-0 at the half. And then we have who was that? Who was playing Kendrick? Peach County.
Peach
County on top of Kendrick 28-0.
Before we get to the kickoff quickly, the Dublin Fighting Irish over East Lawrence 42-6. That's in the second. And Dodge County is over Southwest of Macon 22-0. Lamar County over Jordan out of Columbus 14-7. So that's where we're at. And that's kind of a shocking score out of Warner Robins.
Yep.
Warner Robins went on the road, and former Jones County coach at the Colquitt County Packers put it on them last week for their first loss of the season, and they came back, and I'm sure Coach Kevin Kinsler's not a happy fellow right now, but the Demon Crimson is. So the Westside will kick off. And Rutland will start 1st and 10 along their 32-yard line, 28-0, 11:54 to go with this one here as we start the second half.
Yeah, pretty good return by the Hurricanes. Westside number 38, Dacian McCray with the tackle.
Going to take and going to hand it off, and that's going to be Phelps Jr., and he's got a big hole, and he's running down the middle. One man to catch him. Canada finally catches him, and he's going to go from the 32 all the way to the 20. So that is going to be a 48-yard pickup and a big run for Jesse Phelps Jr.
Yeah, Kennedy finally able to bring him down, but we knew it was only a matter of time until Phelps got loose for one. Great run by number 34.
Tristan Thompson going to give it off into Phelps again, and not this time. The Noles are going to pile him up right there and sack him maybe for a 1-yard loss. And
just one of those guys, just a big body running back that, I mean, even though he's a big guy, when he gets that second level, he can take off with the best of them, Russell. It's really been nice to watch him run the ball this year. He's one of the strong points of this young rebuilding Hurricane team.
Malachi Ivory steps in. Take, and Thompson's going to roll this way. He's going to look, and he's going to get it, throw it in the end zone. He's going to throw a pick.
Out of bounds.
But let's see. Yes, he's going to be out of bounds.
And that was...
Can't throw that ball, Mark. I mean, it's just not there.
Yeah.
You just throw it out of bounds, or
number 19, Jamie Cooper, caught the ball out of bounds. But yeah, you can't try to fit that in. Just throw that ball away. I mean, that's just, it's just one of the things Tristan just needs to learn. But he's had a great game. Not taking anything away from him from this game. He's had an amazing game. Love what I'm seeing from Tristan Thompson, but definitely just need to throw the ball to the back of the end zone there and not even take the chance on that.
Nico Sandifer now in the game. He'll come to the slot on this near side. Going to take and going to give it to Phelps Jr. again. And a bad snap, or the quarterback turned the wrong way. And Tristan Thompson got hit hard on that play where he threw in the end zone. And he is limping on that right leg a little bit.
Yeah.
And it looks like he might be in a little pain. But Phelps is running hard to start this second half on a 4th down and 8. Let's see what they do.
Yeah, probably just going to go ahead and go for it. Might as well see what you can get here. It was number 7.
Nico Sandifer.
Jalen Parker on the stop for the Noles on that 3rd down.
Otto Foreman will go to that far side. Sandifer will be in a slot. Going to take and going to give it to Phelps Jr. He's going to slip down on the turf as he tried to cut back in. and he might have been better off just to stay outside, and he fell down on the 21.
Yeah, Russell, don't really know why he didn't just stick to going outside on that. It looked like he had a lot of space to work with, but just kind of freaked out in the last minute trying to turn that up. But number 60 for Westside, Kennedy Parker, the junior defensive end, was able to bottle him up when Phelps tried to turn it back inside. But yeah, got to just stick to your guns and keep using that space and trust your speed and get to the outside on that one. But Westside able to make the 4th down stop, and we'll see what Victor Dixon and the offense can get going here.
9:55 to go in the 3rd period, and the Noles will get it for their first time here in the 2nd half. Dixon Jr. sends Johnson out to the far side. They're going to swing it out in the flat out there, and that's number 17, Takendre Coates, the junior, and he is going to get enough for a first down and maybe more. See where they mark him down at.
Number 31, Gregory Rutherford, making the tackle for the Hurricanes.
Here we go. We got a block in the back, I believe was the call, and that was from the 23. Now, it was a first down at the 21, so they're going to take the gain away, but it'll be first down at the 13 now for the Seminoles with 9:46 to go here in the half. So they'll back them up 10 yards from the spot of the foul and bring up a first down, and we're going to call it about 18. Going to swing it out here to number 1, and that's Marquise Thomas. And he's going to get back about 9 of those yards back.
Yeah, great pursuit by number 14, Jamarion Marshall, defensive end for the Canes, having a very, very active night. Great lateral pursuit, showing a lot of effort, running them down on there, making the tackle.
2nd down and 9, we'll call it. Going to take and going to throw it to Thomas again, and Thomas is going to have it. He's going to pick 8 yards up. It's going to bring up we'll call it 7. We're going to call it a 3rd down and 3 to go here for the Seminoles.
Yeah, number 30, Emmanuel Hicks on the tackle for the Hurricanes. Victor able to pick up that blitz and get that ball up the middle for a good gain. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down, Russell.
Take and going to give it to Johnson. He's going to get outside. He got a block, and he cuts it back up the middle, and he's got plenty of room to run. He'll go from the 29-yard line. He'll get all the way out to the 47. So a 17-yard pickup, 18-yard pickup, and a new set of downs for the Noles here to start the 3rd period of play. Take, throws it in the flat to Thomas. Going to get a block out here by Barden, and Barden's going to spring him to get him out to inside the 45 of the Hurricanes. And let's see, is he going to be, they're going to give him a first down, so 10 yards on the pickup.
Yeah, Russell, just yet again, Westside putting the ball on the outside on the perimeter and just trusting their skill players to get yards for them.
Take, and then Victor Dixon, he's going to put the ball on the ground, and the Hurricanes are going to get their 3rd sack of the night.
Wow.
And let's see, are they marking him down? Are they going to say he's down, or was it a fumble?
I think the ball was coming out. Yeah, I think that ball was coming out, Russell. I don't think he was down. Looks well.
Let's see if we can look at a replay on that one. And that ball was clearly out on a fumble. That ball, he was clearly standing up, and he was out on a fumble.
Wow.
So a break for the Seminoles as we looked at the replay, and a big hit that time by, I believe that's 29. Well, I can't tell until he turns a little better.
Yeah, that's going to be number
28.
Number 28, Joseph Kreitzer, I believe. Big hit.
Wow. Looked at that replay twice. Victor Dixon was clearly standing up when the ball came out.
Yeah, Russell. I don't know how that.
Throw it deep and incomplete, and good coverage on the over the top coverage downfield.
Not sure how that was justified down there. but I won't speak too much on that. But that was a head scratcher.
So fourth down, and the Seminoles will have to kick it away. And Diego Pedraza will do the honors for them, and Jesse Phelps Jr. will go back for the Hurricanes and stand inside his 15-yard line.
But, yeah, yet again, great pursuit by the linebackers for the Hurricanes on that play a couple of plays ago. Emmanuel Hicks and defensive end Gregory Rutherford, leading the way on that pursuit and that pressure. They've been getting some pretty good pressure all night on Victor Dixon, and should have came up with that turnover. Again, don't know what happened on that, but
we've got the back judge. We got 2 flags down here, and that's going to be change the mind of the Seminoles, and I think their offense is coming back on the field. So a 4th down, and they had about 12 to go on the play, and it moves them forward. So now it's 4th down and about 7 or 8. Ball's on the 41. Got to get it to right along that 33-yard line.
Well, the last time the Noles went for a 4th and long, Rutland was able to get that pressure and get the sack. So let's see how they respond with the offense remaining on the field now, Russell.
Yeah, and they had too many men on the field for Rutland, and they're going to give Victor Dixon Jr. a chance, and he's going to make them pay. And Jalen Barton's going to swing it in to around the 27 into the 26-yard line. So a connection immediately, and a mistake by too many men on the field moves it 5 yards. Yeah. Coach Spoons and his staff rethink it, and they make them pay on a 4th down conversion. 1st down and 10. Going to give it to Johnson. Johnson's going to try to sneak inside, and defensive man's going to wrap him up after about a 1-yard gain. They may give him 2.
Yeah, Russell. Number 23, Devin Walker, defensive back, coming up and making the stop for the Hurricanes. Great effort. Great effort there. Rutland still playing hard. Still pursuing the ball, getting to the ball, getting hats to the ball, trying their best to cover downfield. Some, mismatch with these Westside receivers, but you still got to like what you see from the Rutland defense overall.
Barton will be down low, and they're going to throw a little – they tried to go with a quick slant, and they were trying to go to Kwame Atkins and threw it behind him. Somebody came out and popped the tailback on the fake on the route.
Yeah, huge hit right there by number 14, Jamarian Marshall. Having a very active night for the Hurricanes. Love what I'm seeing from Jamarian Marshall. I love what I'm seeing from Gregory Rutherford, the defensive end, Emmanuel Hicks, the linebacker. A lot of great defensive players for the Hurricanes.
And I can't believe he caught that. Yeah. They threw it out there, and there were 2 Westside receivers, but they didn't get very far. Marquise Thomas, and let's see who made that reception over there. That may have been Jalen Kennedy.
Yeah, I believe it was Candy, Russell, but I love the pursuit by Otto Foreman coming up. It looked like he was going to have a chance to make the pick there.
Yeah.
The way he squeezed down on that pass, but way to wrap the receiver up and get him down for a loss.
So on another 4th down and 11 play, and they get in the way.
Ball bounce.
Let's see. They're going to kind of know. They're going to say it's a catch.
That ball bounce.
They're going to say it's a catch down at the 13.
Russell, I'm seeing that big Megatron over there, and I'm thinking we should get some replay going.
Well, we might.
Oh, man.
We'll look at it again.
Dixon takes the snap.
Going to swing it out there to Thomas, and Thomas will get out of bounds. We'll take a look at this replay again. I don't know. It's hard to tell. We had the camera to the back of the receiver, so we couldn't tell on that one.
I think Rutland's been on the unfortunate end of some missed calls tonight.
4:33. High snap to Victor Dixon Jr. Somebody's going to count on him 1, 2, and he's going to throw it away like a senior quarterback should, and he does get pounded on the play back along the 20-yard line.
Number 14, Jamarian Marshall getting through the line again and getting a good hit on Dixon right as he released the ball. Just another good play by the junior defensive end.
Go to the big tailback, and Van Johnson's going to lean in, and they're going to say he's just short.
Just short.
Well, I tell you, it looked like he leaned over the goal line there, but maybe a knee got him.
Yeah, but nonetheless, going to make it a first down.
Inside the 1 yard line, 4:02 to go. Victor Dixon Jr. will sneak it in. He'll have a touchdown on the night from 1 yard out. So at the 3:56 mark of the third period of play, Victor Dixon Jr. sneaks it in for 1 yard out. We thought Van Johnson might have his fourth score of the night, but the Noles lead it 34-0, and Pedraza will come on for the extra point. Snap, touch, kick is up, and the kick somebody got a hand on it, but it's still good. Timeout on the field, 35-0. Noles lead it, 3:56 to go.
Anyone can deliver pizza. Only Marco's can deliver America's most loved pizza. Hot and fresh and right to your door. Dough made from scratch every day. Sauce from the original Gianmarco recipe. And authentic toppings like crispy Old World pepperoni. That's Italian quality pizza. And it makes the moment primo. Every day at Marco's, get 2 medium, 1-topping pizzas for just $6.99 each. Hello to the Italian way. Hello, primo.
Welcome back to Ed DePore. The Noles get their 5th touchdown of the night, 35-0. And Pedraza will kick off for the Seminoles with 3:56 to go here in the period. And a short kick, and it's going to be falling on the ground, and the Hurricanes are lucky to pick it up. And everybody's been doing these short kicks all year long.
Yeah.
And we've seen it from just about every team in town. So I'm not a big fan of it, but I guess, you're looking at just trying to make an advantage with a guy that's not experienced at handling the football. But you give him the ball on the 35. I was talking with a former Bibb County kicker here tonight who during his high school career, especially his senior year, I believe he had a 90% kickoff rate into the end zone. For one local team, and you can't run the ball out of the end zone in high school football in Georgia. So you really put a team behind the 8 ball if you can do that.
Right.
Thompson in a shotgun, rather. Long count, going to take and give it to Phelps Jr., and the big man's going to lean forward and pick up about 3 on the play, and actually that was not Phelps that time. That was number 24, Tyson Royal.
Yeah, number 3 for the Seminoles, Khalil Johnson, the junior linebacker on the tackle, making it 2nd and 7 for the Canes.
So they'll come up to the line. The clock runs at 3:26 to go here in the third. 35-0, all Westside. We'll try to get you caught up on some other scores here in just a minute. Going to take and look. Thompson's going to throw that route again. He's going to underthrow it again. And not going to get a flag. And Kennedy back there will be, here comes a late flag. And
yeah, like Handy was hanging over him a little bit.
They might get number 19 on this for the Seminoles too. Let's see. And it is going to be a pass interference call, and we'll look at it again on the replay here. And I don't know. Kennedy was a good play. I think they're going to get that on number 19 for the Seminoles on the inside coverage. So pass interference moves it 15 yards. It crosses the midfield stripe into the 47-yard line of the Westside Seminoles. In a shotgun, Trenton Thompson. 2 men in the backfield going to be Phelps and Royal. Going to take and leave it with Phelps. Phelps has got room to run, and he picks up 9 big yards. They'll give him 8 into the 38-yard line of the Westside Seminoles.
Yeah, Phelps can just keep his feet when he keeps going. It's a lot of body to keep up when he gets rolling like that. But if he can just get better at keeping his feet, Russell, he can he can really morph into a pretty good running back.
Yeah, I like
but
the
like
way
what I'm seeing from him.
He's leaning forward. He'll learn to get those feet underneath him.
Right.
And he's a load. Now they'll go with that 3 backfield. Kind of a wing T, and they'll push it this time and not much going there. They'll stack him up on a 2nd down and 2 for no gain. Calhoun leads Ringgold 41-3. Dalton leads Harrison, losing to Harrison 28-7. Cartersville 10, Cedartown 2 at the half. And Sonoraville 21, Murray County nothing. Those are all North Georgia scores. Commerce 21, Madison County 7. And big run that time. And let's see who that was that ran the ball. And was that Phelps? It was Phelps, and that'll move the chains again. Brooks County over Thomas County Central, 31-10. Whatever else I got here. Dublin 56, East Lawrence 6 at the half. Wow. Long snap count, going to take and going to get to Phelps Jr. And I'm telling you what, he just ran over a man, and he just took it 34 yards for a touchdown.
He's going to the woods.
Yes, sir. He looked like Bo running over out of Seattle that night, didn't he? Out into the tunnel.
Yeah, great run by the junior running back, able to keep his feet that time and have some great balance and just showing his potential. And, Coach Easton's excited to have him for another year as he's only going to continue to get better. But just great stuff by the junior back, and as he's able to put Rutland on the board.
Extra point will come. Snap, it's a bad snap, and the quarterback's going to look and throw it in the end zone, and it's going to be intercepted. So, timeout on the field, 35-6 is your score. Seminoles in control, 61 seconds in the third when we come back. ESPN's presentation of the Marco's Pizza Game of the Week. We'll be back. Welcome back. Don't forget, when we get a little closer in this one, we got 61 seconds to go in the third, and the Hurricanes are finally on the board. 35-6 is your score. Van Chon Johnson will go back deep. I believe that is back deep for the Seminoles, and it is. And a little line drive kick that'll hit along the 28, and the up back will take it. Come to this near sideline, he'll get down to the 34, and he got slammed down, and that's number 23 on the return for the Seminoles, and that was Keyshawn Rivers, and that's where it's going to be first down and 10. Don't forget, when it's all said and done, we'll archive this one up at the end of the night. You can go back and watch it at any time. We encourage you to visit our network site, dsbnsports.com. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, DSBN Sports, and like our YouTube channel. Remember, if you can't get to the game on a Friday night, just go to our YouTube live channel. That's DSBN Sports, 2 words. Put it on HD setting, and you can watch it on the big screen at the house, and we would appreciate it. But follow us and subscribe to us on YouTube. Victor Dixon Jr. is going to throw a long pass down there. Had a chance to be intercepted, and I believe that was number 6 on the coverage back there for Was that DeMarco Hughes?
Yeah, that's going to be number 4.
Yeah,
number 4 for the Hurricanes. Cameron Foreman with the great coverage. Great coverage on the play, bringing up second down and 10.
Going to hand it off outside. We got a new runner on the play for out of the backfield for the Seminoles now, and that's Austin Denton, a sophomore. And he's going to pick up about 4 yards on the play.
And again, number 4, again, Cameron Foreman coming up to great pursuit for the sophomore cornerback for the Canes, coming and making the tackle and bringing up third down. What will be a 3rd down and 7 to go.
We'll see if they'll snap it again here with 12 seconds to go in the quarter on a big key 3rd down play. May not. I think they're going to let this clock run out down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 second. And we're going to go to a break, and when we come back, it'll be time for the Marco's Pizza Gridiron Game of the Week on DSPN Sports, 4th quarter edition. We'll come back after this timeout.
Hey folks, Russell from Gridiron Game of the Week. When you get ready to buy a new car or a newer automobile, there's always the dilemma of what to do with your current car. Well, that's where You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em at 3306 Vineville Avenue comes in. You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em is the original automobile dealership with the owner in mind. For 18 years, You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em has been the only alternative to giving your car to a local dealer on a trade-in or trying to market your car yourself. So when you get ready to sell your old car, give them a call today at 254-6310. That's You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em, 3306 Vineville Avenue.
Anyone can deliver pizza. Only Marco's can deliver America's most loved pizza. Hot and fresh and right to your door. Every day at Marco's, get 2 medium, 1-topping pizzas for just $6.99 each. Hello to the Italian way. Hello, Primo.
And welcome back to Ed DeForest Stadium. We have started the 4th quarter here now, and Seminoles have the ball on a 3rd and 7 along their own 38-yard line with a 35-6 lead over the Rutland Hurricanes. Going to take and flip it out, and Victor Dixon Jr. was trying to go to Jalen Barton out there and just misfired, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 7 now as they've got to get to the 45 for a new set of downs. And Hosell, well, maybe it's 4th down. Yes, it is 4th down.
Good defensive stand for the Hurricanes, Russell. Good downfield coverage on that series. That's positive to see from the Canes to be able to, provide some good, that secondary able to provide some good coverage downfield in what's a very formidable passing attack from the Noles.
Jesse Phelps Jr. will stand back deep for the Hurricanes, and let's see, they're going to regroup or rethink here. 11:57 to go in the quarter, and I'm sure, did somebody call timeout here?
Okay.
Possible. And let's see if we can get Mill Creek 42, Duluth nothing at the half. Trying to get Hebron up on Athens Christian in single A 21-10.
Got all the scores.
Crawford County is leading in their game 39-21.
Jackson up on Central.
Yeah, that's what
20-6. So not a bad.
We've been looking for that score.
Look for the Chargers.
Any update on the Northeast Raiders as Pedraza gets ready to kick this one away? A high snap, and he gets it away, and Phelps is going to let it bounce on the 23 and is going to take a huge Seminole roll inside the 10 to about the 9-yard line, make it the 8, and that's where the Hurricanes will take over with 11:43. No update on that.
28-14 out of Bleckley.
Yeah, a Northeast score. That's what I was looking for.
9 minutes to go in the 3rd. That could be a little off. probably closer to that, to the fourth now. But 28-14 Bleckley. Dodge County up 28-0 on Southwest.
So 11:43. What was that Southwest score again?
28-0, I believe. I can confirm that.
22-0 at the half, I believe, was correct.
Yeah.
So on a first down play, you're going to give it to the third man through, and they just stack them 3 deep, and they slip down on that turf down there. Ball gets back to about the 8-yard line, or give them no game, and it's going to be second down.
Yeah, Russell, at this point, Rutland's just still playing for pride. Let's see if they can get the downfield running game going and, rely on Phelps to get them some yardage and see if they can maybe put a few in the air and get some completions. Going to hand it to
Phelps again, and the big man's going to rush in there. And he's going to pick up out to about the 15, so about a 7-yard pickup. And they're going to give him the 16. So he's got to get to the 18 to get a new set of downs, maybe the 17. Almost to the 17, so it's going to bring up third and short, maybe 1.5
actually,
to go to pick up a new first down.
That was actually number 24, Tyson Royal.
Yeah, Royal
taking the snap.
And going to lead it inside, and that was Phelps that time.
Yeah, stopped by a host of Knowles. Westside really able to keep the Rutland running game to a minimum up until late in the third. Phelps got loose, but doing a good job of keeping this running attack at bay.
Going to give it to the second man through this time. And the Knowles are going to stop him, and that's going to bring up.
We're going to have a
second down.
So yeah, Rutland able to have, somewhat of success on the ground. You got to like what you've seen from your front and your rushing attack in this late in the second half.
Got you an update too. 33-0. Warner Robins over Northside, and that is a little shocking. And Kagan Thompson's going to have to keep it himself on a busted play, and the quarterback's going to go across the 20 to about the 22. No flags on the play.
Yeah, number 60 slinging Thompson down there. That's going to be Kennedy Parker, the junior defensive end for Westside. Tristan went down pretty hard on that. But Westside, I will say for Westside completely selling out to stop the run and loading the box, Rutland has been pretty successful considering that. I don't know if you agree with that, but I think they've been successful in it despite Westside, loading that front.
Yes, they have, and he's going to throw one right in the middle of the field, and that's a bad throw by Thompson, and it's easily picked off, and the Knowles are going to bring it back the other way. And if he gets a block, he's going to get in the end zone, and he got his block, and that is an interception that time by number 19, and that is Jamie Cooper, the senior, and he gets the Knowles on the board.
We got a flag down.
Yeah, let's see where that flag is. And that's all the way back on the 18-yard line. No, they got the flags down. Trying to see where it is. Yeah, back on the 25-yard line. And is this going to nullify the touchdown? Let's check it and see. Or was it a dead ball foul?
Coach Easom carrying a player off, trying to calm him down. I couldn't get the number, but it doesn't matter anyway. So it might have been a
personal foul.
Personal foul.
And
both ways.
So personal foul against Westside and a personal foul against. Let's see if we can get the call here. And for some reason, I've lost my mic that was up top. So, once again, was it a dead ball foul or not? Are they moving them back? They are moving them back on the play. Flag was on the 25. And that's going to move it back to the 40. And, okay, so what about the flag on Rutland?
Right. I'm trying to see where that's going to be implemented here.
Well, okay, they marked the penalty off against Westside, but not the penalty against Rutland. And I guess he declined it. Going to take and got a new quarterback in the game for the Seminoles, and that is number 11, Jalen Miller, and he is a sophomore quarterback, number 11. Clock runs at 8:08. See if we've got anything else that's come in. Yeah, that Southwest score, they were down 28-0. That was a halftime score. Going to take, and the quarterback's going to keep it himself on a little draw. Going to step in, going to have a first down and more, and get all the way from to the 25-yard line from the 35. So a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it's a new set of downs for the Seminoles at 7:31.
Yeah, finally brought down by number 3, Marquez Stallings, and number 30, Emmanuel Hicks for the Canes. Get to see Jalen Miller, the sophomore quarterback, get a spin.
Khalil Johnson in. Now I wonder if he's Van Sean's brother. Going to take, and they built about the same, ain't they?
Oh.
And Big Khalil's going to pick up from the 25 into the 13-yard line. That's a 12-yard pickup.
I thought you couldn't hand it off to the right tackle.
Right tackle.
What's he doing?
He's a big old boy.
Who was the boy for Westside we called a couple years ago? The big running back.
Oh yeah, I remember him.
He's bigger than him.
Yeah, Khalil Johnson is a junior. Boy, he was good, wasn't he? He was fast, big guy, could run.
Yeah, I loved watching him run the ball.
Miller in the backfield now, single setback, wideouts to both sides, and they're going to give it inside. And that is number 28 running the ball, and that's Austin Denson.
And he's still pushing.
Yeah, he's just a sophomore.
He's not stopping until he hears a whistle.
Yep.
But, yeah.
Austin Denson, good-looking kid, man. He's built like an athlete, isn't he?
Yeah, good talent deep in the depth chart, as Westside usually has. But right now, you want to see a good defensive stand right here as Westside inches towards the goal line. If you're Rutland, you just want to see a good defense stand. Again, just playing for pride, and it means a lot. Let's see if they can hunker down right here and get the ball back and not allow Westside to score again.
Going to take and hand it off, and number 28 is going to get his first score of the night, and that's Austin Denson. And he's got a 3-yard touchdown run, and that puts the Noles up by a score of 41-6 at the 5:30 mark.
Yeah, Russell, I think, the Rutland defense just wearing down a little bit at this point, understandably. I think they've had a pretty good outing, all things considered. Seen a lot of good stuff from the Rutland defensive front, and really from the secondary too, against what's a great Westfield passing attack. But, again, just starting to wear down a little bit. And Westside just kind of leaning on them and imposing their will at this point.
Pedraza with the extra point. Snap, touch, kick is up, and kick is good. Timeout on the field. Westside leads it 42-0. We'll be back to wrap it up from Ed DePore after this. 5:30 to go in the fourth. We'll be back.
I am Lester Miller, and if you've been in an accident or hurt on the job, I want to work for you. My office is right across the street from the Bibb County Courthouse, and it doesn't end there. Middle Georgia is my home. I graduated from high school here, college, and Mercer Law School. My family goes to church here. My kids go to school here. I work hard for my community, and when you need an attorney, I will personally take your call.
Thanks, Lester.
And I will work hard for you, too.
Contact Lester Miller today for your free consultation.
Welcome back to Ed DePore, Russell East, Marco Quinn. Glad to have you with us here on a football Friday night as we're in week 5. Hard to believe most teams as of tonight halfway through the football season already, Mark.
Yeah, man, it's went by really fast, Russell. But we had some good matchups, and in the coming weeks we'll have some even better matchups as region play amps up. And have a couple of Macon schools looking pretty good, including Howard. They're off to a good start.
Howard's on a good start.
They got West Laurens next week, and
Westside's got some big games coming up as well too.
They do, and I think Westside. I think they'll bounce back in the coming weeks. We've seen they played a great game tonight. They just have too much talent to not get things right. Had a couple setbacks, but. Looking forward to seeing what they can do down the stretch. But, yeah, a lot of good football coming up, Russell.
4:49, Rutland has it. First down and 10, and Westside's going to jump off. Maybe no, Rutland's going to jump off sides there. Left tackle moved soon. No, they didn't give Westside encroachment, so he drew him off. So ball out to the 41, and it's going to bring up a first down and 5. Going to take and going to get to Phelps. And the big man's got room to run, and he's going to run over 1 and 1 over 2. He's going to drag a man all the way down to the 39. And I'll tell you what, Phelps has had one heck of a night. He's got to have had close to around 150 yards here rushing tonight.
Yeah, you got to love what you see from Phelps in the second half. Finally brought it down by number 58. That was Sir Justice Self, I believe. But great showing in the second half by Jesse Phelps.
Thompson going to turn around and hand it to Phelps again, and he's going to go from the 39 and roll into the 33-yard line, another 6-yard pickup. So he's run hard.
Finally brought down by number 56, Terrion Mitchell for the Noles, but another hard run downfield by Phelps. And a lot of encouraging things from the junior tailback in the second half tonight.
Second down, and we're going to get offside on the Seminoles. Number 14 jumped offside that time, trying to come quick. And they're going to mark him off 5. That's going to get them a first down and give them new life and then move the ball into the 27-yard line where they'll set up shop first down and 10 with 3:06 to go. And timeout. We'll take it with them. 3:06 to go, 42-6. Hurricanes trying to knock on the door. We'll be back.
Planning on a holiday party with friends, family, or coworkers? Texas Border Grill's private banquet room offers seating from 5 to 55. Lunch to dinner 7 days a week. Featuring an amazing menu with aged beef, seafood, and so many other signature dishes. Texas Border Grill.
Anyone can deliver pizza. Only Marco's can deliver America's most loved pizza. Hot and fresh and right to your door. Every day at Marco's, get 2 medium, 1-topping pizzas for just $6.99 each. Hello to the Italian way. Hello, Primo.
Hand it back off inside. And on a first down play, not very far, went with Phelps. He might have picked up back to the line of scrimmage, and the Seminoles shut him down. 2:50 to go. Don't forget, Mark and I will name the Pond Max player of the game, and stick around for the post-game wrap-up. We call it the final verdict, presented by Lester Miller, attorney at law, and this is the second time number 14 has come offsides for the Seminoles, and that's Brandon Pearson, and he is a junior strong safety. In a shotgun, Thompson going to give it to the big tailback, and he's going to run through one. He's going to run through two. He's going to get to the 5-yard line. He's going to pick up 17 big yards and another first down.
It finally brought down by number 39, Trushawn Pearson, the safety for the Noles. But yet again, another great run by number 34, Jesse Phelps. Really gained a lot of confidence in this second half here.
He has run hard here tonight, without a doubt. In a shotgun, go to Phelps again. He'll step in, and he's going to have his second touchdown of the night. And so Phelps, with 1:26 to go here in the fourth, is going to get his first down, his touchdown run of 5 yards.
Yeah, capping off a great drive with a touchdown run, second of the night for Phelps. And again, like I said, this has to invoke a lot of confidence in Phelps, just himself, and really this Rutland team to know that they have a back that can put on the ground and get some good yards.
Extra point is going to be blocked by the Seminoles and going to be no good. And so that's the second extra point that Rutland has missed here tonight, and that's going to make it 42-12. So got some work to do on special teams as well, too. Timeout on the field, 1:26 to go in this one. We'll wrap it up when we come back.
Anyone can deliver pizza. Only Marco's can deliver America's most loved pizza. Hot and fresh and right to your door. Dough made from scratch every day. Sauce from the original Gianmarco recipe. And authentic toppings like crispy Old World pepperoni. That's Italian quality pizza. And it makes the moment primo. Every day.
Macon Boots is the newest addition to Midtown Macon. With brands like Rocky, Ariete, Georgia Boots, and more, Macon Boots can help you find the boots you're looking for with unbeatable prices. Whether it's boots for work, everyday wear, or maybe boots are just your thing, we have a whole selection from America, Canada, and Australia. While you're here, make sure to check out our authentic belt buckles, handmade knives, genuine leather wallets, and much more that you can only find at Macon Boots. We fit Macon.
Monterey.
Welcome back to Ed DePore 126. Rutland with their second score of the night. Phelps with his second score of the night. They'll kick it off, and Westside will mishandle it, pick it back up around the 18 and come this way with it and get brought down around the 33, 34-yard line. As we said, we want you to stick around. Mark and I are going to be voting on the Pond Max player of the game and give you the wrap-up report here. Good night for Van Sean Johnson. He's got 1, 2, 3 scores on the night. Victor Dixon threw a big touchdown pass here tonight. Dixon himself had a 1-yard run for a touchdown. Austin Denson got in on the act for the Seminoles. Jesse Phelps, big night for Rutland, rushing the football. Not for sure how many stats he had. We're down to 33 seconds, 32 seconds. Let's see, do we have a flag? No, they didn't. They marked it down. And they're going to take a knee with 15 seconds to go, and the clock runs. And that's going to be it for this one here. Clock is down to 4, 3, 2, 1. 42-12 is your score. And, Mark, we got to look at our Pawn Max player of the game. So, talk about it tonight. Van Sean Johnson, he had a 3-yard touchdown run, a 1-yard touchdown run, and an 18-yard touchdown run. Victor Dixon had a big 43-yard touchdown pass to Jalen Barton to start the scoring. Then Dixon himself had a 1-yard run. Austin Denson also had a 3-yard run for the Westside Seminoles, and Jesse Phelps had an excellent game here in a losing effort of 42-12. Dixon had a pretty good night throwing the football, but they ran the ball pretty well for Westside as well too here tonight.
Yeah, Russell, coming in, Westside's calling card was definitely their passing game and their ability to throw the ball downfield and rely on their big-time receivers they have on the edge that are just big-body receivers and really fast. But tonight, they had to rely on their rushing game a little bit. Rutland came, with the pass rush early and was able to,
got good pressure here tonight.
Do some good things on defense, get some good pressure. But, you see Jackson with, 4 scores, I think, total for the Noles, putting the ball on the ground and punching it in down on the goal line for them. And, just a great rushing attack for the Noles. And they were able to get the ball on the edge, too. They have athletes. They have so many good athletes, man, just good size, able to get that ball on the perimeter tonight and let their athletes do what they do, get that ball in space and get upfield. And we saw that from Westside. And they coupled that with, again, a great running game and as you see, just a great offensive showing by the Noles.
All right, so our vote here tonight is going to go for Van Sean Johnson with a 3-touchdown effort. And Jackson, excuse me, I called him Johnson. I was looking up there at Khalil Johnson.
Yeah.
Van Sean Jackson as our Pawn Max player of the game. And we will get that trophy to him. As a matter of fact, we may get Mark to handle that. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back with the final verdict on this one. Final score from Ed DePore, 42-12. We'll be back after this quick timeout.
I am Lester Miller, and if you've been in an accident or hurt on the job, I want to work for you. My office is right across the street from the Bibb County Courthouse, and it doesn't end there. Middle Georgia is my home. I graduated from high school here, college, and Mercer Law School. My family goes to church here. My kids go to school here. I work hard for my community, and when you need an attorney, I will personally take your call.
Thanks, Lester.
And I will work hard for you, too.
Contact Lester Miller today for your free consultation.
It's time for the post-game wrap-up. Let's head back to the stadium and get the final verdict on this one, presented by Lester Miller, attorney at law.
And welcome back to the Ed DePore Sports Complex. And your final score here tonight was Westside 42, Rutland 12. And it's time for the final verdict on this one from Ed DePore. Let's wrap up the scoring for you in the first at 10:39 mark. It was a 43-yard touchdown pass from Victor Dixon to Jalen Barton. The extra point was good, and the Seminoles were up 7-0. Then later in the first, it's one of 3 touchdowns on the night, and our Pawn Max player of the game, 8:27 to go in the first. 3-yard touchdown run by Van Sean Jackson. Extra point was good, made it 14-0. And then at the 8:03 mark, it was a 1-yard run again by Van Sean, and it was 21-0. Then in the second quarter, with 49 seconds to go, an 18-yard run by Van Sean Jackson. Extra point was good, 28-0, where we stood at the half. We came out in the third period, and with a 3:56 mark, after a long pass from Victor Dixon, he ran it in himself. Extra point was good, made it 35-0. Then in the third, with 1:01 left to go, the Hurricanes finally got on the board. Jesse Phelps Jr. had a great night here rushing the football in the effort here against Westside, and he got a 34-yard touchdown run. Extra point was no good. Seminoles answered back in the fourth at 5:31 on a 3-yard run by backup tailback Austin Denson. Extra point was good, made it 42-6. And then Jesse Phelps Jr. in the fourth with 1:26 to go got his second touchdown of the night for the Rutland Hurricanes. 5-yard touchdown plunge, and extra point was blocked, and that's where we ended tonight 42-12. Want to remind everybody, Monday night, Macon Touchdown Club will get cranked up again. Former Georgia Tech assistant coach will be there for us on Monday night. That is 6:30 at the Methodist Children's Home on Pierce Avenue. Thursday night, we'll see you live from Marco's Pizza at 2910 Riverside Drive. Your final once again for Gridiron Gab, that'll be Thursday night at 6:30. And we'll let you know on Monday where we're going to be next Friday night. Final from here, Westside 42, Rutland 12. That's going to do it. Our time is up. We thank you for yours. See you, everybody, Monday night at the Touchdown Club and next Thursday night at Marco's Pizza. Good night, everybody.